Hello there, Physique Freaks. Scott Tuzman here, MetabolicMasterpiece.com. I woke up ravenous this morning, so I didn't get a chance to do my hair or wipe the crap out of my eyes. I need to eat, so I'm getting you behind the scenes here. My typical breakfast: 8 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, some red pepper, some spinach, cooked up in coconut oil, just a tablespoon of coconut oil. I'm going to devour this in a second. I've been in a caloric deficit, consuming about 2,000 calories for the past 10 days. I mean, that's roughly 500 calorie deficit for me. So it's definitely time for a refeed day. Typically, I like to, when I have gone through fat loss phases, cutting phases in the past, I like to go 3 days low, 1 day high, typical carb cycling, calorie cycling type plan. But this time around, I'm trying something a little different, just keeping the calories the same and just nice moderate deficit, nothing overly aggressive, keeping the macros pretty consistent all the way through, and it's going well. So just listening to my body right now, it's telling me, give me food. So I'll bump it up, maybe 24, 25, 2,600 calories today, and it's good timing. It's actually, I just spit. It's our championship game in hockey tonight, and afterwards we have a banquet. So late at night, 10:30 at night, that we'll be having this banquet, and there's going to be wings there, pizza, pasta. So I'll probably have a beer, have a slice of pizza, have some pasta, have a few wings. So good timing, I guess, for a refeed, and I'm going to enjoy every second of that. I've been feeling really good up until this point. This is the first day where I'm like, holy crap, I'm freaking hungry. So enough of that. I'm going to dive into this. I'm going to go do a little ab and calf training after I eat this, before I go train some clients, and then I'll be training this afternoon, hitting it hard, 3 in the afternoon, meeting up with my workout partner. It's hypertrophy day, get our pump on. So I guess a good day to add in some carbs, add in some calories, and I'll catch you soon. But check out first, my wife made this cute little bird feeder thing. She used one of those, what you make angel food cake with, one of those pans, I don't know what the heck you call it, but she's getting all domesticated on me. Sounds like our backyard's going to be full of bird feeders this summer. So I'm excited. I'll bring it back there when the spring weather really hits and things start blooming. Catch you for the workout soon. Alright, so it's been about 2.5 hours since my last meal. I just got back from training some abs and calves. For abs, I did hanging knee raises, cable crunches, and Spider-Mans. For calves, I just did single foot calf presses on the leg press machine, and some standing calf raises, 6 to 8 repetitions there. So now I'm going to have myself some oatmeal, blueberries, and a scoop of protein powder. Refueling my body today. Looking forward to this. So be training in about 4 hours from now. So I'll get in another meal before I train, and hopefully have a load of energy for that. After I eat this, I'm going to go meet with a bikini competitor who's going to be getting ready for a fall competition. So looking forward to hearing her goals and speak some physique artistry there. So I'll catch up with you soon and get behind the scenes of my next meal and workout. Alright, I'll be hitting the gym in about an hour. Time for another little small meal, little snack for me. I just got a little bit of Greek yogurt this time, a little less than what I typically use. Only half a scoop of protein powder and some blueberries. So I'm looking at about 200 calories here, maybe just a little more than 200 calories. Greek yogurt, I mean, I usually get the Kirkland brand. It comes in a 3-pack at Costco, dirt cheap. I mean, it's a staple in my diet. Absolutely love it. So in addition to the 200 or so calories from the Greek yogurt, blueberries, and protein powder, I am also going to have this caramel nut dip bar. Oh yeah, this is my favorite. Just a small little bar, 140 calories. I have a feeling, especially since it's a hypertrophy workout, the veinage is going to pop out today. It's been kind of something that's been lacking for the past week because I'm in a bit of a deficit. So I'm looking forward to getting a good solid pump on during this workout. Once again, big shout out to Full Strength, Sean Phillips. This will be my post-workout shake as always. This bad boy is 300 calories, 40 grams of protein, 25 carbs, 5 fat, premium nutrition shake. Absolutely love it. Can't live without it. Been using Full Strength for, I'd say, about 3 years now. Absolutely love it. So one thing that I want to talk a bit about after discussing a bit of calories and refeeds and all that stuff and changes in nutrition approach, I wanted to talk about urgency versus the slow and steady approach. right now I am really enjoying this slow, steady approach to fat loss. Just a small to moderate deficit. I think it allows for me to maintain my strength during my workouts. There's that small chance that I may be able to build some muscle while I'm burning some fat. And I just all around feel fantastic. My energy is, it stays pretty damn high for the most part. So it's easy. It's easier to stick with. I shouldn't say it's not easy. Dieting in general is not fun. It's not easy. It's easier if you keep the deficit small. I mean, everyone wants to eat what they want when they want. So being a little restricted in calories, it's a challenge. I mean, it's not all that fun, but it's more bearable when the deficit is small. The downfall to the slow and steady approach is that it takes a lot longer. I mean, it's going to take me longer to reach my goal. I only say I only have about 5 pounds to lose. I mean, I could get that done and over with in 2 weeks if I really wanted to push it. 2 to 3 weeks. I could crank things up, could jack up the cardio, increase my deficit, just go balls to the wall and get that weight off. Would it be mostly fat? Tough call. Would I sacrifice strength in the process if I take that aggressive approach? Definitely. But there's a time and a place for urgency as well. I mean, if anyone who's followed my Elite Physique program, what I used leading up to the bodybuilding contest, I took a very aggressive approach leading up to that show, an aggressive 30% deficit. I was doing some serious cardio and just pushing myself really, really hard. And it was tough. It was a challenge, but the beauty of it is it got done a heck of a lot quicker. I achieved my results much faster. And it did create that sense of urgency. I knew, all right, I can buckle down. 28 days, I know for 28 days I can commit to anything and really give it my all. And it was a concrete deadline as well. So being on stage, having a photo shoot, obviously, an event, a cruise, a vacation, beach vacation, those types of things can create a certain sense of urgency that makes you want to achieve your goal much faster, not put it off to another date. So there's times when I really like that urgency, and even in the beginning for a lot of people, there's nothing more motivating than seeing results. So if you get a little aggressive in the beginning and really challenge yourself and you start to see those results, it can give you that incentive, that greater inspiration to continue pushing on, even if you kind of ease your foot off the pedal a little bit and not be as aggressive over the long term. So some people can respond to that really well, and it may be the kick in the ass that you need to really get going. Because I know in the past, when I started this journey, I was always going for that slow and steady approach. And I was always kind of like, slow and steady, I'm not in a rush, put it off to another day. And it became easier and easier to kind of play those head games, and whenever I wanted to grab a snack or I was picking at a snack, it's easy for me to justify it because, hey, I'm not in any kind of a rush to melt this fat. Whereas you create that sense of urgency, it's very easy to, when you get that little conversation in your head trying to justify a treat, a snack, going above your calories, and so you've got no room for that kind of stuff. So it can keep you on track, it can see immediate results, which inspire you. For some people, that may not be the best fit. Going all out aggressive, the all or none approach, can set people up to binge. So it really helps to know yourself, know how you respond to different approaches to fat loss. So you don't have to be aggressive all the time. Slow and steady can be a part of it, and if you can handle slow and steady over the long term and you don't mind seeing just tiny little results as you go along, then slow and steady is freaking fantastic. It's a great way to go. It's a lifestyle type approach. But hey, if you don't want to drag it on any longer, you want to kick some ass and really push hard, urgency, there's benefits. There's a lot of benefits to it. So right now, I mean, in the past, I've enjoyed the urgency. Now I'm really enjoying the slow and steady approach. Now I'm going to enjoy this, enjoy the dip bar, and ready to kick some serious ass in the gym, have my post-workout shake, and be back to share the rest of my meals with you, share how the rest of my day goes. Hope you're enjoying this. Sorry for rambling here a little bit too long, but urgency, steady state, slow and steady. You let me know. What works best for you? What approach do you find pushes you forward and helps you stick with it for the long term? Or are you like me and incorporate moments of urgency in addition to some slow and steady work. Catch you soon.
Alright, so we started our workout off with squats, and now we're moving on to deadlifts. 8 sets of 8, only 15 seconds rest between sets. By the end of this, I mean, it's going to be more grueling than any cardio you've ever done before. Now, the first 2 sets are going to be pretty darn easy. If you have never done 8 sets of 8 before, you're selecting, especially with 15 seconds rest, you're going to select a weight that is probably 60% of what you would normally lift for 8 repetitions. So, first 2 sets is easy. 3rd and 4th set start to get challenging. 5th and 6th set are very challenging. The goal is like the 7th and 8th set, you should just barely be able to get out those 8 repetitions. If you still have strength and energy in the tank after 8th rep of the 8th set, you've not gone heavy enough. And if you can't get to the 8th rep of the 8th set, maybe the weight's a little bit too heavy. So the first week is a little bit of trial and error. The way we progressed, this is our 4th week on this phase of the aesthetic muscle plan. And so the first week we started with 30 seconds rest. The second week we did 25 seconds rest. The 3rd week 20 seconds rest, and now 4th week just 15 seconds rest. So we've increased the density of our training from week to week. To my surprise, every week, in addition to increasing the density, I've also increased the intensity by bumping up the weight. I initially started with a 45-pound plate on each side and a 25-pound plate, and then a 35-pound plate, and now I've got 2 plates on there, and it's just about killed me. I didn't know what to expect. Honestly, I think my workout partner and I joke about camera strength. Whenever we get the camera on us, we tend to perform even better. So to be honest, I was very nervous putting 2 plates on here because I hadn't tried it. I only had a plate and a 35 on each side last week, and I thought, oh well, I'm gonna go for it and see how it all works out, and you'll see what it's like at the end here. So things are starting to get challenging here. I'm really trying to keep that rest to just 15 seconds, which isn't so bad the first 3 to 4 sets. The 5th and 6th set, I really started sucking wind, and so I take the 15 seconds rest, and then I'm really just trying to take one more deep breath before I lift that weight up here. So things are kicking in. The heart is pounding. I am sucking wind, working up a pretty good sweat here. Maintaining form is going to be key through it here. There's no point in trying to get through 8 sets of 8. You'll see my last set it's a struggle, but I keep the form pretty good for the most part. One thing to look for, I'm really trying to squeeze the glutes at the top, and I see a lot of people that they just throw their hips forward with the deadlift, and you can tell they're not squeezing their glutes, they're just extending their back and turning it into a lower back exercise. But I'm really, when I get to the top part of this movement, I am squeezing the hell out of my glutes. So this is, I mean, it's a little bit quicker pace than what I typically do for a deadlift, but the weight is manageable. The pace starts to slow down here towards the last few sets. It's really kicking in here. I can feel the burn. So not only, like at this point, the legs are on fire. I mean, my quads and my glutes, I mean, my quads and my hamstrings are definitely on fire. My glutes are starting to cramp up from doing the 8 reps, the 8 sets, only 15 seconds rest, and squeezing my glutes like crazy with every repetition. My glutes are really starting to cramp up by the end, and your lats are on fire. I mean, it's just everything. Nothing is really getting much time to recover here. So the burn throughout your entire body is ridiculous on this. Absolutely ridiculous. Quads, hamstrings, glutes, lats. I mean, your arms are going to feel it. Your traps are going to feel it. It's pretty insane, actually. Feeling good, feeling just getting through it. You'll be amazed at how much you're sucking wind here. Pretty intense. Trying to keep to that 15 seconds rest. I dare you to give it a try. And start off, I mean, like I said, the first week is trial and error with the weight. So second week, you can, like after the first week, you find that weight that's comfortable, and then you can make the adjustments for the following week. Here I am, last set, and two guys start coming a little close to my camera, start moving equipment around. I got to be honest, it threw me off a little bit here. I almost lost track of my counting. Had to really fight to stay focused. They come like they're just inching closer and closer to the camera. I'm like, don't kick it, don't grab that bar next to it. Struggle. So you can see here, I really struggled to get that bar up there for the 8th rep, the 8th set. That was a perfect weight selection for me. Check out the sweat pouring off my head.
Alright, so that workout totally kicked my butt, and now I am ready to devour a nice pasta dinner, refuel my body, carb up, refeed night. So I got some more pasta here. Angie made some sort of cheesy sauce with flour, butter, milk, cheddar cheese, and peas. So I'm sure that's all super yummy and good for us. It is yummy, no doubt about that. So looking forward to diving into it, and I got hockey in about an hour and 2 hours, and then I'll be going out for a banquet afterwards, where I'll be having some more pasta, some wings, and some pasta, wings, and pizza. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll catch you soon. Alright, so it's just about midnight. I'm exhausted, spent big game, won our championship game, hockey, and had a couple beers after, so 2 light beers, probably about 20 wings, a little bit of pasta, 2 slices of pizza. Feeling pretty good. I felt like I needed it after a big hockey game there. Really needed this refeed day. Glad I did it, and look forward to getting back on track tomorrow. See you in the morning.